I stood at the altar, hands clenched around the podium, my heartbeat hammering like a drum of war. Guests filled the seats. The music had begun. In just moments, Emily would appear, walking down the aisle toward me. It was supposed to be the happiest moment of my life. An hour earlier, while adjusting my tie in the quiet of the dressing room, the door creaked open. Emily stepped inside. She looked stunning, radiant in her gown, but something was off. Her eyes flickered with unease. "I need to talk to you," she said softly. I turned, smiling. "Now?" "We're about to get married." She wrung her hands together. "It's about Michael." The name hit like a thunderclap. Michael. Her ex. The one who haunted the edges of our relationship like a shadow she had promised was gone. She swore he was in the past. Now here he was again, summoned into the present like a bad omen. "What about him?" I asked, my voice tightening. She inhaled shakily. "He called me last night. Said he needed closure. So I invited him." Everything around me went still. "You did what?" Her voice dipped into a whisper. "He's not here to interfere. He just needed a moment of peace. I told him he could sit in the third row." The third row. Right behind our families. Right in line with the altar. Where he could see everything. "You realize what you're saying?" I asked, incredulous. She reached for my hand. "Please don't be upset. I didn't tell you because I knew you'd be angry." Angry. My voice sliced through the room, cold and sharp. "You think I'm overreacting for not wanting your ex to attend our wedding?" I owed him this. And maybe I needed it too. Something inside me cracked. I pulled my hand away. My voice dropped to a steady whisper. "You don't need closure. You need to decide." Her breath caught. "Please don't do this." But it was already happening. I walked out of the dressing room, past the altar, past the rows of guests, past everything we had built together. I left without a word and didn't look back. Outside, the air was cool, biting. My chest ached, my breath came short. Inside, they probably thought I was just running late. But I was gone. I passed the limo meant to take us to the reception. The driver raised a confused brow, but I kept walking, step by step, farther away. My phone buzzed in my pocket. Emily. Her name glowed on the screen. I hovered my finger over the answer button. I almost picked up. Almost. But then I remembered her expression, uncertain, unsure. Not the look of someone certain I was her forever. So I turned the phone off, drew in a breath, and disappeared. That night blurred into darkness. I wandered until I found a bar that seemed forgotten by time. I sat down. Without a word, the bartender slid me a glass of whiskey. "Rough night?" he asked. You could say that. The burn of the liquor felt like fire in my chest. I welcomed it. I drank, hoping to forget the image of her giving space to her ex on the day meant to be ours. Eventually, last call came. I had no place to go. I turned my phone back on. 36 missed calls. Emily. My best man. My mother. I didn't listen to the voicemails. I didn't need to. I knew what they said. "Come back. Let's talk. Please." Instead, I did the only thing I could bear. I opened social media. And there it was. A photo. Emily. At the altar. Standing next to Michael. My stomach twisted. The caption, "When the past meets the present." The comments were a storm, speculations, scattered details from guests. Blurry photos of her and Michael leaving together. Had she run to him as soon as I left? Had she always been waiting for an excuse? I didn't want the answers. They wouldn't change anything. She made her choice. So I made mine. I erased her. Deleted every photo. Every message. Blocked her number. Packed a bag. Left the city. No notes. No goodbyes. No forwarding address. I became a ghost. 2 years slipped by. I built a new life in a small town by a quiet river. Found work. Lived simply. Slowly, I grew used to the silence. To the peace that came with letting go. But the past doesn't always stay buried. One evening, stepping out of a coffee shop, something shifted. And then I saw her. Emily. Her hair was shorter. Her eyes dimmer. She looked older, worn down by time. But it was her. I should have turned and walked away. But I didn't. I just stood there. She crossed the street, arms wrapped around herself. "Ethan," she said. Just my name. And it hit like a wave. How did you find me? I asked. She gave a weary smile. I never stopped looking. Silence stretched between us. I need to explain, she began. You don't have to, I said. I do. Her voice was quiet. After you left, I unraveled. I turned to Michael because he was there. I thought it would help, to fill the hole. But it only made things worse. She took a shaky breath. I thought I needed closure. But all I did was lose you. I didn't want him, Ethan. I wanted you. I just didn't realize it until it was too late. Her voice broke. I'm not saying this to fix anything. I just needed you to know. I didn't feel relief. Only a quiet fatigue. You don't have to say that now. Tears welled in her eyes. One slipped down her cheek. I know. But I had to try. Do you still love me? A long silence followed. I did. Once. The words hung in the air like smoke. She nodded slowly. I'm sorry, Ethan. For everything. I gave a quiet nod in return, not as forgiveness, but as release. I had carried this long enough. Goodbye, Ethan, she whispered. I watched her walk away. And this time I let her. This time, I didn't look back. Because I had already let go.